posted on the corner.
I'm posted on the corner. I'm posted on the corner. I'm posted on the corner. I'm posted on the corner.
It's the biggest show in the city, posted on the corner with yours truly, Incognito.
This is DJ Misses.
DJ Misses.
What's the deal?
I thought I had the bird flu, but I realized that wasn't it.
It wasn't it. What was it, twin?
It was the thought of love being the new gangster.
Holla.
You can go to any Waffle House. He might be posted on the corner with a Grammy.
Period.
having a good Texas toast.
Thank you.
Black is in the studio with us today.
Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you.
What's up, Black? How you feeling?
I'm good. Life is good. I'm happy right now. My family's straight, so I'm good.
I'm not gonna lie, heavy on the I'm happy now.
Yeah,
That's a big
I'm
deal.
happy. Yep.
So love is a new gangster. You know, that's a very powerful title.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you choose that statement? And what's the message for this era of Black?
I feel like it's nothing like new under the sun. I feel like we heard the phrase growing up a lot, and it's just something that needed to be reiterated. Like, it's cool for love to be at the root of everything that you do. It's cool to love on your folks. It's cool to be in love. It's cool to have hard conversations. It's cool to take care of your family. It's cool to be a part of your community. Like, all the stuff that we didn't really learn growing up. You know, you think gangster is like a specific look or a specific crew, and then you grow up and you realize really it's just taking care of business and just like being a good person. That's it. So
For sure.
Yeah.
Was there anything that you had to like unlearn about yourself to make a project like this? Because it seems like this is going to be a really transparent type of album.
I think more than anything over the last probably like 10 years, it's just been my ego. Just stripping that as much as I can strip it, and just I really don't have a use for it at this point in my life. But that just kind of came through trial and error. So I had to go through, you know, relationships and not being like the most honest person, and I had to go through learning stuff the hard way, just outside growing up. You got to go through losing friends, and I feel like now I'm at the part where my ego has just been stripped, and the only thing that's left is just like a better man, a better father, a better brother, and a better artist too.
That's hard.
Wow. Your music is always vulnerable. At what moment did you realize honesty was like your superpower?
I realized it when I kept making the same mistakes, and my days got more stressful, and my life felt like it was falling apart. It was like I realized it because I wasn't doing it. Like, I wasn't being as honest as I could be. So when you got to deal with the consequences of it, and that extra stress that you put on yourself, and the friction that you have in your relationships and the people that you care about, like, that was when I was realizing, like, communication and honesty could make my life as easy as I want it to be or as hard as I want it to be.
Love is the New Gangster. Was this the original title, or did you go through a host of them?
No, this is the original title. Normally, my titles come at the very end of the album making process. And this was just one where me and the team, we were just kind of in the group chats and meetings and just having combos, spitballing just different titles. And when this one came, it was just one that we all mutually agreed on. When
it came to putting the project together and it ended, what's like one of your most memorable sessions or moments?
Memorable sessions, I'm going to have to roll with Sunday Again. That record would change. As I was building that song, it just felt like church. Like, even if it's, you know, not specifically talking about, you know, God or your relationship with religion or anything, it just felt like home. It felt safe. It felt like a Sunday. And the session, like, as we built it, it just became a favorite instantly. Like, between the producers, the people who worked on it, me in my everyday life, I'm listening to it. Like, I know when I listen to myself and I don't feel no type of way that I might have cracked the code. So when I was in the car playing it back to back, I'm like, okay, we got something with this one.
Definitely. Now, Baby Girl's on the cover of the album, which is so fire.
Yep.
How do you find balance with being a present father, but also still focusing on your career and making your dreams come true?
You just got to figure it out as you move through it. Like, I didn't have it figured out in the beginning. There was no rubric for it. You know, there was moments when I felt like I could have been more present. But in those same moments, you know, I was out and I was working so that she could have the life that she has right now. So it was tough because you don't get back a lot of moments that you miss out on.
Yeah.
And also, I didn't really realize how much it was affecting me in the moment because I was in such a work mindset that I'm just like, I'm okay. You know, I'm going to be all right. She's okay. When we get together, it's all good. And I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that, you know, like missing a party or missing a recital or missing anything, like, just kind of cut me every single time that it happened. But now I'm at the part where, you know, she's at the age where we can talk about it And yeah, she coming with me for the summer. I'm gonna take her on the road a little bit and show her just the world, and it'll be fun.
Let's go, girl.
Yeah, that's right. But when did she realize her dad was black? Like, did she realize like really who you are?
When she was little, she realized something weird was going on, because we be out. I'm trying to do normal stuff, and folks want to take pictures and stuff. So she will always kind of like step to the side and look like, what is?
Why
like,
everybody want to take pictures with my dad?
And then I think around the time I had the State Farm show was when like it probably really hit her, because that's just a huge crowd. And yeah, during the time she's like 7 years old, so she was able to like understand and digest. But yeah, when you see that many people gathered for your father, it's like, all right, like,
Right.
yeah, like I get it. And she don't never. I feel like now she knows, but she doesn't really run with it as something to flex about. Like, she's still very much a child, and she stays super pure. She's not the kid that's in school like, my dad is da 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 da.
Right.
It's like she sees it when she's around it. She enjoys it when she's around it, and then she goes back to just being a kid.
Now I can't lie, how cool that's gonna be when like her peers, parents listen to their album and they be like, "That's my classmate,"
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the cover of the album.
Yeah, she
That's
be having
gonna
moments
fire.
too where she be like, I wish I was famous. I'm like, you actually a little more popular than you know.
Right. That's right.
Black is here, posted on the corner with yours truly, Incognito and DJ Misses. I know a tour is on the way. What are you most excited to perform on the road this time?
I mean, home shows are always the best shows, hands down, for sure. So Atlanta's gonna be like its own thing. But aside from that, overseas is the most fun to me, because you get to see how far music travels and how like it can just kind of break through language barriers. So when I go to Norway, or when I go to Dublin, or when I go to Paris, like, and see that the music still hits folks the same way, like I get the most excited for overseas shows. But also any of the black shows. Like, if I go to any city that's like mainly black folks, those are super fun shows for me too, because it just feels like a us moment versus you performing for folks, and yeah, they enjoying the music, but it's like, y'all ain't really,
With our people, it's karaoke night.
Yeah, when like I've had amazing shows in Memphis, I've had amazing shows in Detroit, and those have been moments where like they sleeper shows. Like, you go in knowing it's gonna be lit, but you leave like, hey, that was special. So,
Off of this project, what record are you looking to see the reaction of?
Off of this project, I'm looking forward to seeing the reaction of this song called I Guess. It's one that we haven't released yet. It kind of has like a pop type of tempo and vibe to it, as far as how it was produced and how I'm singing. And it has Fabo doing some ad-libs in the background. So yeah, that one has a completely different vibe than everything else on the project. So I'm excited to see how that one translates to the live stage.
That's dope. What do you feel like is harder, protecting your peace or protecting your creativity?
I think protecting my peace has been more difficult for me. Like, I can always make time for, to write or to learn something or to just like have a moment to myself and be creative. But protecting my peace in like a world where social media exists, and when even outside, like, there's always something going on. You always got to, be aware of your surroundings and be aware of what's going on. So yeah, protecting my peace is a little bit more difficult. But I think I'm at a spot where like I got a good flow. Like I said, once you get rid of your ego, everything else is easier. So, once I realized I can't just be walking around, like I can just walk around, that helped me just mature a little bit. Because at first my partner was just like, you can't.
You just can't be out.
Yeah, you can't just do the stuff you want to do like the way you want to do it
Dilly-dally.
all the time.
I'm from Atlanta, bro.
Yeah, but that's literally what it was for a minute. It was a little bit of stubbornness for me, because I'm just like, I'm at home, like I'm at the crib. When I was bringing my a car out here like a long time ago, she was just like, don't bring that car out there. And I'm just like, it's my car. I earned it. Like, I want to be able to drive in my car. And brought it out here. Of course, the windows got broke out. Stuff got stole out the car. And I'm just like, yeah, I should have left it. I should have left it out there.
But you had to go through that to learn,
Exactly,
though.
exactly,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So that was a situation to where, because it could have been anything else.
Exactly.
Thank God it was the car.
Just a
You know what
car.
I'm saying? So you've worked with a lot of artists within your career, but what artist that you have worked with that has challenged you the most?
The artist that has challenged me the most. I mean, honestly, everybody, because everybody has their own thing, and it's nice to just figure out my space around other folks. But a specific song that I did, like a feature in the past, Snow Allegra, I Want You Around, was like, it was a record that I felt was perfect. And when she asked me to be a part of it, I was like, I don't really know if I want to touch that or do anything to it because it's so good on its own. Like I don't know if I can offer it anything more. So those were moments where I had to like take my time, do a verse, do a second version of it, maybe do a third version, listen to it in the car, sit with it, and then finally get back to them. And I'm just like, okay, this is the one. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
Being in this industry, I know it's a lot of up and down. It's a lot of real. It's a lot of fake. More fake than the real.
Yeah.
So how did you navigate discovering who was there to genuinely support Black and who was like little wishy-washy? How did you navigate those type of situations?
My antenna is sharp. Like my radar is easy. I know in about 5 seconds if we cool, if we family, or if you just somebody that's passing by, or if you ain't cool at all. So I feel like my discernment is sharp. I don't never really have to worry about that too much. I like to work with my friends. And yeah, I feel like when you keep it family oriented, it's just a lot less mess.
Definitely. For the Black men out there who are or could maybe struggling with mental health or trying to find or figure out their vulnerable side, what's some advice you got for those men?
My advice is just talk about it. Like even if you are talking to somebody who can't really like give you answers, it's not really about answers all the time. Sometimes you just need to get it out of your system. So if you're going through something and it's tough, just say it out loud. Say it to the person who's next to you, say it to your partner, say it to your mom, say it to your kids if they can understand. Like just communicate and say it and get it out of your system, because sometimes that's all the solution that you need in the moment, to just know that you got it out, somebody heard you, somebody understands you, somebody supports you, and that's it.
Black is here, posted on the corner with yours truly, Incognito and DJ Misses.
Yes, sirski.
Love is the new Gangster is on the way. Do you watch sports, bro?
Yeah, for sure.
If you could play for any professional Atlanta sports team, what team you going for?
Atlanta sports team, who would I play for? I ain't great at soccer, but I would have to rock with Atlanta United.
That's hard.
I would go with, and they just got a little more history winning. So I'm take me to Atlanta United. Or the Braves. And again, I don't play baseball, I don't play soccer, but I've been to a few of those games and I've watched a few of those games, and they got a good winning mentality. Our Hawks and our Falcons, they got to lock in a little more.
That's right. Let me into your mind, bro. If you could act in one of your favorite movies, what movie are you acting in?
Ooh. Okay, I'm about to take you on a ride. All right. My favorite movies are like medieval, kings, queens, magic, like anything in that realm. So if I could act in my favorite movie, I'm going to switch it to a series, and I'm going to go like Game of Thrones. If it was movie, it would be Lord of the Rings.
That's hard.
For sure.
And that's easy because I could just play dress up. I ain't really got to be myself.
Definitely.
Take me to your very first studio session, bro.
Ooh, first studio session. First, like, real one?
Yup, the real one.
Okay. I'm trying to make sure I get it right. It had to be first official studio session, like around 2010, somewhere 2009, 2010. Because before then, it was just house set up, the homie's crib, and all the little makeshift studios. But that was like first big studio. I mean, it's like a kid in a candy shop. You walk in, you got access to all of the boards and everything in there. It was with this dude from here whose name I won't mention no more because he ain't family no more. And yeah, it was a good learning experience. Like, we had access to the studio, and I was able to really find my voice. Like, when you get that type of access, you lock in a different way. So even if we didn't have an engineer, I would sometimes arm it to record and then hit record and run over to the booth and go in there and like do my thing and run back out and like press stop. So we had to like be self-sufficient a lot during that early time, like when we were having our first sessions. And those sessions were with my boys that I went to high school with.
Yeah, listening to you talk, it sounds like we listening to a song right now.
Yeah.
For real. Earlier, Mrs. mentioned about working with artists, and you brought up Snow Allegra. I was going through the catalog, and I saw you did a record with rising star Sasha Keeble. How was that creativity?
I just reached out. I liked her voice, and I might have been traveling around the time, but I saw like a video of her singing, or one of her first singles, that just started to like buzz. I think it was Hold Up. And I'm just the type of artist, like, if I like something or I like somebody or something, like, makes me feel something, I'm just going to be like, hey, like, I like this. Like, great job, love the song, love the project, love what you got going on. And it was as simple as that. I just reached out, and she ended up the love was reciprocated. She had a song that she wanted me to get on, and she sent it over, and it was just easy from there. Like, again, if it feels like family, then it's just so much easier to make stuff.
If someone was to go through your catalog, what would they learn about the evolution of the man behind the music?
They would learn that how you start is not necessarily where you end up. So Free Black was a moment in time, and it was very like moody and murky and monochromatic, and it was a lot of like stress happening in my life like around that time. But I just feel like I've graduated with every project, with every feature, with every verse. Like, I just continue to mature. I feel like growth is just like the core of what I care about in my music. And yeah, if you listen from then until now, you know, like, it's just it's a new man. That's it.
Definitely. Do you got any other dreams you want to accomplish outside of music?
Yeah, I would love to one day leave the U.S. and go somewhere and be self-sufficient. And I don't know, like, I feel like we got so much clutter around us sometimes that we don't realize how simple life can be and how happy people are when they don't have as much as we have.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could just bring my recording equipment somewhere and go somewhere like Costa Rica, go somewhere where the weather's beautiful, the people are nice, the food is healthy. Like, if I can just unplug for a second in my life, I feel like that's a goal or a dream of mine, to just have a moment that's not necessarily about being in a big city.
Definitely. What's some advice that you have for some upcoming artists?
Advice for upcoming artists: practice. Even when people say you're good, practice. Even if you like what you make, practice, because I feel like when you create things, it's good to feel good about what you make, but there's like a line that you cross when you make something undeniable that I don't think a lot of people get to experience sometimes. And for me, it's almost like going to church. It's like, I can make a bunch of songs and feel good about them, but I can make a specific song that makes me like completely almost lose my mind. It's like, don't walk in the studio right now, I look crazy, the music is blasting, my face is nasty. Like, I did something that is not normal, and I think you can only get to that by practicing and just like not being biased to what you make and understanding, like, yes, everything that you make is precious in a way, but the harder you work at it, the more you're able to like crack a code and find something that's just, again, undeniable.
Definitely.
From the rookie season of your career to your veteran season now, you know, usually when we're rookies, we're chasing things.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're at this pace where it's like, where I'm good. What do you feel is chasing you positive? Positive is just chasing you.
What do I feel? You said it's chasing me?
Yeah, because you don't have to chase nothing too much no more.
At this point in my life, my kids are chasing me.
Period.
Yeah, honestly, like, that's what I'm aware of just as I'm moving around in my everyday life. Like, everything that I do, everything I say, the music I put out, what I'm talking about, how I feel on a regular. You know, I got somebody that's watching me and looking to me for advice, learning from what I do. So I feel like that's the only thing that I feel is like happening next to me or beside me or behind me right now. It's like I got two little ones that are, you know, gonna learn from just my life and my legacy and my art. So yeah.
How many records did you say you recorded for this project and then you had to trim down?
This album was not one of those albums where you record like 50 to 100 songs and then you narrow it down. This was the first album I think that I made where almost everything that I worked on, like, I wasn't finishing the song if it wasn't going on the album. So I would know midway through, like, this is good, I'm a you know, hold it out and figure it out until it's done. So this one, yeah, I feel like we probably only made like 20 something, maximum 30 songs. And this is like once we figured out the direction we wanted to go. Because before then we thought we were doing something else. And then that just kind of got cut short. I was like, I don't need to do that type of project right now because my life is happening right now. Like, the fires in LA was happening. My girl was pregnant. And it was just a bunch going on to where I was just like, I had an idea of like a rap project or something else. And then life just got heavy. And I was like, I think I need to sing it out.
Do you recall the first song you recorded for the album?
I think the first song that made me truly feel like I was working on this album was Bird Flu. Like, that was for sure the moment where I felt like I haven't been communicating the best in my personal relationship, and I need to like get this off my chest so that I can, you know, just show her how I feel. You know, let her know exactly what I'm thinking, what I'm going through, what my perspective is, and yeah.
Definitely. Before we wrap, if you could change one thing about the industry, what would you change?
If I could change anything about the industry, I would change whatever made up math they created for streaming platforms.
For sure. Definitely.
Yeah, I will figure out who made up that math and figure out where the rest of the money is going.
Yeah, I think we need to get back to let's go buy the album. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Support.
physicals.
Let's go get the physical copy,
Yeah.
the vinyl. You know.
Shout out to my partners though, but they know.
What would you say was the first album that you recall purchasing?
Ooh, first album I recall purchasing. Nobody would ever guess. Well, if you know like my rap history, then you would know. I think the first album that I had my mom buy for me was Cassidy, I'm a Hustler.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's what's up. When you first heard your song on the radio, where were you and how did that feel?
Oh, when I first heard Problems on the radio, let me make sure, because I dropped it in February 2016. Album came out in November, so I was in the car with my boy Bobby, and we were just riding through the city, and I can't remember who specifically was playing it, but it was like a moment where it's playing in the background, and you know, it's just like, is that what I think it is? Like, is that, turn it up real quick? And yeah, Problems was playing. Me and my boy, we was excited in the car. It was a nice full circle, just like share a little happy moment with your homeboy type of moment. So yeah.
You scream at the radio, start it over.
Hey, man.
Man, congratulations are in order, man. I love the music that you put out, the craft, you sharing your
Thank
art
you.
with this world, man. Tour is on the way.
Yeah.
Love is the new Gangster.
Yep.
Shout out to Kadife Sylvester for bringing you through.
Good evening.
Period.
Black as hell. You posted on the corner.
Incognito, the biggest show in the city.
Posted on the corner.